Oh. Hey y'all, welcome in. Child, we finna get into it. So let's go into it. So they just, from what I heard, they had laid Romeka Meeks to rest 2 days ago, I believe. And there's a lot that's coming out, y'all. There's a lot. So I decided to do my research, and oh, the tea is popping hot. Let me go sit on my desk because I'm sitting on my bed, and I want to sit on my desk because we're gonna talk about it. Hey to everybody coming in. Hey, you guys. And we're going to talk about it, y'all. So, come to find out, Holly is not her name. Oh, it done came out. Holly is not her name. Hold on. Lock my door. Okay. Holly isn't her name. Her name is Quadija. Her name is Quadija, and that's why I believe that the charges was dropped. Now, everybody was thinking the charges were dropped because aka supposed to be Holly, supposedly her and Romeka had um, restraining orders against each other, as we know. But then when I dug deeper, somebody found out, hey, Rebecca, somebody found out that wasn't Holly's name. They have found Holly TikTok, which she has taken down. I believe she taken out her Facebook. And then I'm going to say this before we get into it. If Romeka was such a bad person as they tried to portray her to be, there wouldn't have been a lot of people at her homegoing service. And to me, the baby father, allegedly, from what I'm hearing, wouldn't be coming in. Honey, I done heard some things about the child, allegedly, about he was supposed to have the child. No, he did not have custody of that child. Because if he had custody of that child, CPS wouldn't be trying to have a court date of who is going to get the child between the grandmother and the father. Yes. Oh yes, it's a lot. Um, they supposed to have court date October 8th for the child. Let me see what day that is. I believe that it's like a Tuesday. Oh, it's a Wednesday for the get from Romeka's son. Oh, we finna get into it. Oh, the tea. I was like, wait, what? And a lot of people was like, oh, well, we saw those videos and it got dropped. Yeah, the security wouldn't let him in at all. That's true. They would not let him in. Now the mother did an interview. Oh, we finna get into the interview because everybody got the bad part of the video and it stopped. But then there was one particular video I saw when she pulled up on him. Guess who was on the phone? Allegedly supposed to be Holly was on the phone. When Holly knew about what was going on with Romeka and him, she knew already. They ain't even her name, but she knew already because when I heard it, they were having conversations. Yeah, and she was fixing that little boy lunch. Baby, we finna get into it. I dug down the hole. I say, excuse me. Mm-mm. Let's get into it. There's a lot of stuff coming out. So let's see. I'm gonna go down and we're gonna get into the funeral and stuff later. From what my understanding is, her son did did do a he did crown his mother for her. Now they're trying to show she's an aggressor. This was 6 days ago. But if these people do their due diligence and look deeper, they would know Romeka wasn't the aggressor. Let me see all these people that I looked up. They had the tea. She wasn't the aggressor. He was really bothering her and the other girl. Now the mama did an interview. Okay, here it is. It's a girl named K and the A, and her friend stayed in Chicago. Now this is what her friend say. I didn't say it, but this is what her friend was saying. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, because I might have to send these videos that I watched to myself. Okay, this is about the child getting that he was supposed to get the daughter off of the play it. I believe so. I believe that he was messing with both of them. I believe that.
The day that Romeka was unalived, right? Tell me why, while the grandma was at the hospital trying to check on Romeka and how she was doing, the daddy, Carlos, was at the school trying to get the baby out of the school. And one of the witnesses had to go into the school and tell them, like, he just had something to do with the mom being unalive. So that resulted in CPS being called and them taking the baby, but ultimately the baby was given back to the grandma. They have a court case coming up October the 8th, to determine where the baby would stay and who he would go with and things of that nature. My whole thing is this: do you think that your baby would actually be comfortable with you knowing? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't seen or heard about you being a part of her demise. How sick in the head do you have to be to go and try to take that baby from around all of that love to have him around you, knowing the hate that you had in your heart for his other half? When I say men will play with you in life and death, because what you thinking now, you and Holly about to go off and raise little Los and y'all baby together, that'll never happen. That's sick. But I will be keeping y'all updated, and I'm still keeping the family in my prayers. But can y'all believe this man?
I don't think that him and Holly are together anymore. I don't think so. And that's not even her name. I don't think so. And a lot of people are mad at the baby father. I'm trying to find a victim. There was a witness on the call. Okay, so Black Girl Unlost did the interview. We gonna watch that interview with Black Girl. Shout out to Black Girl Unlost, and she basically has some things to say. But people say, oh, it was self defense. Now they don't found this stuff about Holly, supposedly Holly. We gonna get into it. Let me pause. This is her old page, y'all. Baby, it's very sad situation. I do too because I feel like the father had something to do. I always felt that way.
It was carless for almost 3 years. And that motherfucker still Rackley was just out. Just
When she made this one, Holly, aka Quandija, um, she was stalking me online. Hmm. So that's where all this is coming from.
on the side of the road the other day, stuck, looking for a ride. That piece of shit. I would never want to be a bitch that's living in a hotel for 2 months, or was it 3 months?
And then I heard that she was supposed to be scared of Romeka. This show that she was never scared of her. But we're gonna continue to play.
I would never want to be a bitch that gotta move every year. I would never want to be a bitch that got cheated on for 8 years, 9 years straight. Not a month, not a day off. Cheated on the whole time. I would never want to be a bitch. I would never want to be a bitch that call a nigga phone line. I would never want to be a bitch that was.
Okay, we're gonna go to Mika page. I believe she was jealous too. I do want to show y'all a little bit of the stuff. I know y'all probably saw all the funeral stuff. It was nice. They sent her off very nice. And beautiful. She did her mom did the interview before. Um oh, we finna go in the rabbit hole now. Did the interview before the funeral the next day, which was beautiful. I know y'all seen it on TikTok and everywhere. I'm not gonna post it here for just, but I do want to get down the rabbit hole with what I saw. Okay, so the witness had something to say, and I'm finna play it. Now I'm finna play it.
Looked into her eyes. That hurt. Gonna let her die like that. I literally looked into her eyes. That hurt me. She says she dropped her baby off and you go. You don't know who she is. You know what I mean? And I was like, arrest her. She needs to get arrested. You know what I mean? They weren't even thinking there was another black female cop who came up and a Mexican shore cop. And I pointed out, I was like, the guns in her car, the guns in the car. Why wouldn't you give him the gun if supposedly this was, a self-defense? You know what I mean? If it was hey, here's the gun, this is what happened. It was no self-defense. I swear to you, it did not look like no self-defense. It looked like you shot her because you were just angry or something. You know what I mean? And to me, um, she shot her. It wasn't it. She the female that got shot. She wasn't. with any gun. She didn't have no weapon, no knives, no nothing. So what was it that frightened you so much? You had to run around your car, go into your passenger seat or whatever the case is, and you reached in to get your gun and shoot this woman, you know? So to me, it was a senseless. They were arguing because she was pulling up and I guess they ended up parking. Why was her car parked on the sidewalk? Because I seen she ran towards the sidewalk to get her gun, and it was a small black vehicle, and he had a black truck, I think. And literally, he came out of his truck looking like real, like he wasn't like on anything but being like mischievous, like nothing but like what was like he was planning something, you know what I mean? And I called the cops on the first time I called the cops, it was because he was attacking her, you know, and the other girl was just yelling.
Now I gotta pause, y'all, but I remember I told y'all when I heard about it, and I was comment in the comment section of somebody page, they did say that that's exactly. If he had custody, why was the girlfriend at the school with them? Why would Romeka bring lunch? Because remember, his so-called friend, oh, he had custody. No, he did not. No, he did not. Romeka did a video that day and said, this boy gonna make us late if I don't make him lunch. It's on her page. I feel like it was a very toxic relationship. I feel like Romeka knew who he was sleeping with at the same time. She didn't know the in depths of the relationship. She didn't get to know until she realized the young lady was pregnant and things took the turn. He was still trying to get with her at one point. Romeka said no, and then the other lady felt some type of way. Let me tell you something. Men, not all, but certain men like to sit here and tell other women things to make other women hate you because they feel some type of way. So I truly believe that was the demise of it. And I feel like him and Holly was supposed to be Holly aren't together no more. But I don't know. But something finna bust a can of worms with this. And I think they're investigating. Because when they released her, they never said it was self-defense. They never said anything. From what it said, they probably investigating. And if they drop the charges with her, and they still investigating, we already know where it's gonna lead.
At her and she was arguing back. So there was nothing going on for her to be like, oh, I'm gonna step back over here to go get my gun. You know, she was nowhere near her. But that's all I gotta say. And I know for a fact that she did get arrested, but he got let go. So hopefully, you know, for what I said and what I witnessed, I just don't want to be, you know, put on the stand or anything to say. I did put a statement in because I know it's necessary. You know, it was a ridiculous, you know, I'm a mom too. I wouldn't want my baby to hear like that, you know, and I wouldn't want me to be laying in the ground. She's a sister, you know, she's a mother, she's a daughter, she's somebody to everybody. She's a friend, you know, and that was bogus to just stand there and look at her like she was nothing, you know. To me, I was literally so mad. My boyfriend was also really mad. He was yelling at them. I don't know if you noticed. He was there too, and I was on the phone with him while this was happening. I would call back at him, and he was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Please hurry!" And I even had him run that way. I was like, "You need to run that way to go see if he's okay. Go see if everything's okay. What's going on over there? What's going on? Is she laying in the? Go see if she's okay. You know." And it's just senseless that I felt like I had to go send my boyfriend over there because he was just standing over her like, you know, like I don't know, but I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he didn't drop the baby off. So people going, oh, she was the aggressor, this and that. He didn't. It don't make it make sense. Because remember, they're investigating this. He wasn't dropping the baby off. Why was he at the school? Oh, well, he stayed down. If they find out that man don't live there, why was he at the school with the second baby mama lived 2 hours away? Come on now. Come on now. Let's be for real. I know that's y'all brother. I know I'm so sick of family members upholding men like this. Come on now. They gotta stop because it don't look good. It don't look good.
Sorry. Thank you so much for letting me
Oh
speak.
no, I just want to say, witness, I want to give you a hug and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart
I know who
for
this lady
sticking
is.
up
I gotta
and
find her
being
YouTube again.
a hero. and having the anointing of God on you, to have that courage to speak and have that faith to call out demons in front of them and how they are, because so many people will be so afraid to speak out, but not you. And I'm thankful that you have come up here and you have told the truth. You have put truth, to power. And we need,
All
his
right, we're
name
gonna
is
go to part
Carlos
two.
Way. Now, he was putting hands on Meeks. That's the woman that passed away. She's a chocolate girl, the first baby mom. You
Yep. I remember her channel used to be something else, and I used to subscribe. I think I had her, but I think something happened to her channel, the one I subscribed to. I'm gonna have to resubscribe to her again because I knew I was subscribed to her.
said when you first saw they were arguing, Carlos and Miss Meeks, was they at her car?
Yeah, they were by Miss Meeks' car. Miss Meeks was standing in her door frame, and Carlos had the driver's side door, and he was slamming the door into her
Mm.
to where she
No
was like
way.
jerking herself. Yes.
Oh my God, he's a demon. And he did it in front of the kids, in front of the public. Can you imagine what he does behind closed doors?
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, that's why I called the cops right away, because it looked like to me it was like a domestic violence,
And
and
it
it,
was. It was.
I
Anytime you
just,
got a big man like that, do you see the muscles on this dude? And she ain't
yeah,
nothing
he
but
was
a buck
huge.
50. She ain't nothing but a buck 50. And he
Yeah.
slammed that door, using a door as a weapon to harm her. And you got this other girl just looking, and what was she doing at the time?
She was standing by her trunk of her car, and she was arguing with Miss Meeks um about being there, I guess. And that's when I heard Miss Meeks yell out, "I just dropped up."
Stop. Pause. I already see the play. He called that girl. He called that girl. Think about it. She was asking her what you're doing there. He called her there. If she stayed 2 hours away, that means you called that girl. Why did you call her there? He doing the same thing he was doing to Meeks. He was doing to her. Meeks had already said that basically that she, was being abused. I truly believe he called, aka supposed to be Holly. I truly believe he called her, and I'm gonna tell you why. Why would she drive 2 hours? DA, I know y'all don't want to pick it up because right now Chicago got so much going with this political stuff, but I want you to know it's not over and it's gonna get worse. You might want to pick this back up because you need to ask yourself, why would he call her and have that young lady drive 2 hours when she has a child? Huh? A baby. And then for the witness to say, oh, she was saying that, oh, allegedly, why you there? He told this girl he got custody of his son and he don't deal with her like that. And that's not true. I'm telling you to play. He's mad because she didn't want to be with him. I'm telling you to play. When she find out, because it's a video, I'm gonna have to find that video after this. But it was a video. I'm not sure if y'all seen it. Well, Meeks pulled up and was on the phone. I believe that was what you call it, on that phone, and they were talking about how he was lying to both of them. Holly had probably found out she was pregnant and had no choice but to be with him, or if she wasn't with him, that's her baby daddy. It is what it is. Y'all know how it go because it's probably her first child, right? Boom. Now you got to think about it. He done sat here and probably told that girl that he got custody of him and all this and that. And then told Meeks a whole nother lie. But then Holly posting them together. And then Meeks feeling like, okay, he telling me something else. I'm telling y'all that's the play. I'm telling y'all that's exactly what happened. And man, we see this junk every day. We see this every day with this baby daddy, baby mama situation. Every day. And that's why I tell women, don't get into nothing with nobody. Don't do this. Oh, this is my man. Be like, well, okay, because you know what it is. But fighting and doing all that and having him get you tricked off the streets because that's who somebody really wanted. Come on now. Don't do it to yourself.
My fucking kid, are you kidding me? Like, she was like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? Like it was a different, like, argument. Like, it wasn't even like she was arguing with her, you know what I mean? Yeah, she did get back out of her car, but it was because the other woman was antagonizing her, you know, and she was acting like she wanted her to come out the car. So then she, you know, she came out of the car, you know, and I don't think she expected to get shot. No one ever like expects to get shot, you know what I mean? But to me, I felt like what I seen, it was unnecessary, and to the point
No,
where,
it was.
you know, it was senseless. And you know, I don't know what came over her to even think to go get her gun, you know what I mean? Like, I thought they gave people training for that, you know.
Did you know earlier this year, that same girl, the second baby mama that got the gun, she was writing to Miss Meekson online earlier this year in
Mm-hmm.
January. She said it's time to KMFers.
Mm-hmm.
So they said they already had this plan that the second baby mama was already had in her heart that she wanted to end the first baby mama life.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't know that actually. I just, from what you know, I literally, I haven't been online or anything, and I haven't been looking up, but I went on YouTube and I saw your thing, and you were saying to tell the truth, so I figured I'd come on to
And
let
I'm
it off my
glad you
chest.
did. Thank you so much. I'm glad you did. So afterwards, so he's slamming the car on her. So did eventually she get in? His name is Carlos Way. Now he was putting hands on Meeks. That's the woman that passed away. She's a chocolate girl, the first baby mom. You said when you first saw they were arguing, Carlos and Miss Meeks. Was they at her car?
Yeah, they were by Miss Meeks'
Okay, they're
car.
playing again. Let's
Miss
go back
Meeks
to
was
the other
standing
part.
to arrest her because no, everybody wasn't doing anything. I was actually the one who called the cops first, and I saw
Thank
them
you.
when they were fighting in the beginning, and I was like, this is not right. He was slamming her with the door when she was standing in her door frame, not even close to the female of on the other side. So she was literally standing on the other side of the road, and the her baby daddy was literally slamming the door on her back. So she went back into her car, came back out, and then this was when the baby daddy walked towards the other baby mama. After this happened, he grabbed her by the waist. She tried to wiggle away from him. Um, her arm was like literally almost getting free. With his arm around her neck. This time because he was holding her by the waist in the beginning, and she wiggled out. You know. Um, After this happened, he had her in the like almost looking like a headlock to me on the side, and then the other baby mama stated, "I'm gonna shoot you, bitch. Watch me shoot you, bitch." And he stated, "Oh, she's gonna go get her gun. She's gonna go get her gun. Watch, watch." And after this happened, um, she ran to the passenger side of her vehicle, grabbed her gun, went around, and when um, the woman, the mother, you know, who slipped away from him for at least like maybe a good second, as soon as she slipped away, she shot her, and she shot her in the face, on her side, and in her thigh. And I saw him like holding her for a split second. Maybe he was in shock, but after he was in shock, I guess he picked her up, and when she was falling, like a gush of blood fell, you know, like out of her body. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? You know, like, I don't know, everybody else sees movies, you know what I mean, and they see put pressure on the wound. You know, why weren't you putting pressure on the wound? Why weren't you caring enough? This supposedly was your first baby mama, because when I was on the bus, I heard him and her screaming, and she was literally saying, she was like, I just dropped off my fucking baby. What? I just dropped off my fucking baby. Are you guys kidding me? As soon as I got off the 21 bus. And trust me, they got it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I guess it paused. Um, but yeah, so that's what she's saying happened. That's just Lord have mercy. We finna go. Let me see. Is this the one we just watched? Okay. Here go more of the second one.
Want to have a job like that. I would never want to have a job that my car was in the shop for 2 years. I couldn't get it out. I would never want to have a job like that. I'm wiping ass and I ain't got no car still. I would never want no job like that. I would never want to be with a nigga that done got so many bitches pregnant during the time that I've known him. I would never want to be with a nigga like that.
But you with that man. And if he did, those other women did not keep them babies. Ain't no telling right now if he laid up with somebody else and you did all of that.
I would never want to be with a nigga that didn't play in my face.
I agree. He does.
For damn near 10 years. I would never want to be with a nigga like that. I'm getting me a new nigga ASAP. I would never.
She said a lot of what she won't do.
Birthday party and have to catch a ride to my birthday party because I don't have a car.
Baby, if she called a ride to her birthday party, I call that luxury. I don't know what you call that. Let me see if I can pull up her real name. Like, girl, ain't nobody trying to. Girl, please. Okay. So this is Quadir Sanford. This is Romeka estranged friend. Gonna play. Allegedly. We're not sure.
Rural ass pulling up on his hoes and just beating their ass and shit like that. So I don't know if I seen the little note shit. It looked like she probably was making Lil Lo some lunch or something and probably pulled up to the school. It looked like that she could have possibly.
They said that he said something and then he just stopped talking. Now I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah.
Pulled up to that school while Los had Lil Los in the backseat, probably had his new baby mama with him and shit. And that's why Rural probably got the tweaking and shit.
And that didn't come out to be true because if she's making him lunch, think about it. She's at the school, like the girl say, she was already at the school. And I think that's why he never said anything. Because she was already there.
Because, Roro ass a hothead. I ain't gonna cap. She beat ass, you feel me? So that's what any one of his hoes, she gonna beat their ass, you feel me? And they haven't been together in I'm saying Lilo's 7 years old. So I know they haven't been together so long. It's been so many years they probably haven't even been together. So that's probably was people just mixing it in, they trying to throw it Lowe's probably was tag teaming both of them and shit like that when they think shit we outside kicking in this shit and Roro ass pulling up on his hoes and just beating their ass and shit like that. So I don't know if I seen the little note shit. It looked like she probably was making Lil Lo some lunch or something and probably.
So I believe that's the guy that came out with the videos and then we haven't heard anything else. And I'm starting to question, are you sure you was a friend? Because, yeah, doesn't make sense. I don't know. But it's very weird. We're about to watch the mom interview in a few moments. Hold on. But I'm trying to find where they found out her information because it was a girl. I know I should have followed her. But a lot of people was like, no, we knew it wasn't what it looked like. And this is why I tell people to dig deep. I don't care. Dig deep. Is this her? No, that ain't her. Dig deep. Dig deep. Try to go deep as far as you can. Here she is, D Don D. That's who I was looking for. Hold on, because she She be on it. Cause she found out her real name. Dang, she posts every day. No, go back up. Cause she had found her real name. I'm like, damn, she fast. Okay, here it go right here. Let me share my screen. Oh, let me share it. I say, wait, how she found that out?
So by now we all know the Romeka Meeks story. After she dropped her baby off at school, her baby daddy pulled up on her at the school, put her in the motherfucking headlock, and this hoe right here, Holly, came up behind them and unalived her by pew-pewing her in her motherfucking face, bitch. Now that shit happened fucking Monday. Bitch, it's Friday. Why the fuck this whole Holly done got out of motherfucking jail and ain't got one?
I'm gonna tell you why Holly, well, her name is, got out of jail. Y'all remember, from what we understood, that Chicago was supposed to be the next state because they were supposed to bring all this stuff going on. What I've heard was it's allegedly if Chicago, and it's probably true, Chicago get another case, they were coming. And that's why. But it don't mean she's off the hook. Neither. So patiently wait, because like I told y'all, somebody or both are going down. Just wait.
One charge pressed on her beat. I just want to know how. It ain't nowhere in the world you're gonna pay me any amount of.
Oh, and another thing, Holly might know somebody that knows somebody with the system. And if they help Holly get out, they're going down too.
Money to believe. They let her go out there, go up and run behind Romeka Meeks in public, in daylight, in a school zone, in front of kids and other people, and unalive her and let her get off scot fucking free. No way. I just would love to know who is the judge dealing with this stuff. What's his background? Because there's nowhere in the world you will let some stuff like this go. This shit was too wide open. Now I did go and try to research this shit, and I did find it on other websites. I really, in my heart, hope that this is fake news, but I know the world is probably fucking not. My condolences to everybody in Romeka Meeks' family, especially her baby. Like I've been saying, this some down bad ass shit, and I'm ready to see how the fuck it's gonna play out for real. So by now we all know.
Okay, so her real name is Quadesia. We finna go to the. Okay, so friend of Holly's decide to speak out. Hey, Queen Jasmine, she decided to speak out. And we're going to play that speak out. Let me share. But my thing is a friend going to always take my friend. Right. Exactly. Let me do it. And I feel like what they trying to do, the plan, what they doing.
Same town, right? And this is for real. Her mom used to babysit me and my cousin when we were kids. Our family kind of grew up. I wouldn't say grew up together, but I know them basically through my grandmother. We all been cool. Holly was not jealous of this girl. Not at all. And I'm telling you, I've actually come.
Why would she be? She the new baby mama.
She wasn't. Holly come from.
Why would she not be though? Come on, y'all. She the new baby mama. Why she do? What is that a plus? Is that a plus? And that child went to that school. Oh, we finna listen to the mama's interview.
From good people. I'm talking about good, solid ass people. She don't come from no bum ass family. She ain't hurting for no motherfucking money.
Why are you talking? First of all, okay, so you're making it bad for your friend because now the family feel like you talk. And first of all, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Romeka mama didn't need no help with no GoFundMe's from come to find out to bury Romeka. She did not need no GoFundMe. That lady had that girl, her kids sick and herself. Romeka mama did not need to get no GoFundMe. So when y'all see them GoFundMe pages, those are not real. I already got the scoop on that those were not real. Her mother paid for that funeral, for all of that. And her life insurance policy paid for it.
You know what I'm saying? She got her shit together. This is one. Me personally, as a person, I personally, as somebody that knows her, I'm just upset at the decision that she made to shoot this girl. You know what I mean? And now I feel like,
Nah, I don't
you
know.
know, like that's just me. But like
You're
I
not
said,
being fair.
but
You're
on
not
the
being
flip
fair.
side, no, bro. On the flip side, if it was me and you keep popping up on me, you bullying me, bitch, I ain't one of them. I'm about to shoot you. Period. Point blank. I don't like her intentions to kill that.
I think that's what the friend told her. I'm sorry. That's because that's what he told her. Is there a part 2? I don't think they did a part 2.
You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me?
I'm going to play this. No, everybody was like, oh, she the problem. No, I want y'all to listen to that voice on that phone call. Listen to that voice on that phone call. Holly done lied to her friend and everybody else. I'm going to tell you something. Holly is on that phone call. I swear for God, I hear this girl.
To a red ass bitch. You gonna go right to jail. With her friend? You want to sneak this week?
When
She
they
said she a slut. She a slut, and my friend
Right.
upstairs. I got her. She said record me. And then if anyone don't want to lie, call me for them hoes. For you, Kaya, and Holly. She said call her.
That's Holly on the phone. You heard what she just said. Call her. She's on the phone. She's on the phone. Y'all hear her in the back? Just listen.
Hey, Mario.
What we talking about? But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I ain't on the phone right now, bitch. You want to sit on the phone?
Who was on that phone, y'all? And if not, Holly already called the other girl. Like I said, Holly knew he was tipping off on her. If that's not Holly, that was another girl that had a conversation with Holly and called Holly. That was another girl he was sleeping with. Holly, baby, you not the only female that he's sleeping on, that he's D'ing down, baby girl. You're not the only one. She wasn't the only one. I feel like it's gonna come out that it's more girls. It's more girls. And there are gonna be plenty of girls come out and say it. Let's go look at the interview. I feel like it's more to the story. And I would pull up too if a girl calling my phone. I wouldn't pull up, but I'd be like, hey man, tell your girls don't call me. I don't want nothing to do with that. Like for real. They do that. And they want that. Okay, so now we're gonna look at the interview. Shout out to Black Girl Unlaw. So you guys gonna check them out on YouTube. They did a video. The mother did an interview and she was pleading for the public to stop lying on her daughter. That's why nobody else has spoken out.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
After this short stream, we'll looking at the mom's interview. We're gonna go to Facebook.
I wouldn't wish this on nobody. I can't sleep. I can't eat. Hey guys, I said something.
31-year-old Romeka Meeks was laid to rest in an emotional ceremony held in Harvey, Illinois, where she was surrounded by grieving family members and close friends. In a touching tribute to her memory, mourners wore pink, Romeka's favorite color, as a symbol of love, strength, and unity. Footage from the service captured heartbreaking yet tender moments, including one in which her young son was held closely by family members. In a poignant act of farewell, he was said to have crowned of his mother at the funeral, an emotional gesture that moved many to tears. Despite his young age, attendees shared that he displayed remarkable strength during the service, even bringing moments of levity by making the crowd smile and laugh through their sorrow. Still, those closest to him say the reality of his mother's passing hasn't fully set in. Family members revealed that he continues to ask for her, unaware of the permanence of her absence. It's a sorrow that cuts deep. Watching a child navigate loss with a heart too young to comprehend it. Prayers and heartfelt condolences continue to pour in for Romeka's son, her mother, and all those left to carry her memory forward. Her life, though tragically cut short, clearly left an indelible mark on everyone who knew and loved her.
It's hard, guys. It's real hard. I wouldn't wish this on nobody. I can't sleep. I can't eat.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
Hey guys, I said some harsh things about my baby. You putting up videos that you know nothing about. Can y'all please let us grieve? Y'all making my daughter look like she was a monster. She was not a monster. I couldn't even put up a GoFundMe because everybody wanted to put fake pages up. You got people talking about her like she's just nothing. You know, it's sad. What if it was your child, your brother, your sister, your niece, your nephew, whatever? I can't even stand to get on Facebook because that's all I see. And it's so hard. No one knows the pain that I'm going through. I needed all the love, support, justice. I needed all. The video that I put up the first time, I want to apologize because I was just angry. Other people talking about my baby. My grandson is hurting. It's hard, Joe. Please, please, let us grieve. The young man, y'all just putting up so much negativity. Not my baby. Like she was just a monster. She wasn't a monster. She's no different than no one else. No different than no one else. But this is so hard. And please, please let me and my family grieve. I wouldn't do anybody like this. I wouldn't do nothing negative to hurt the person that's going through this. Because you don't know how I feel until you are in them shoes. And them shoes are hard to feel.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It hurt my heart for that little boy. It really do. He's only 7. He doesn't really grasp the understanding of what just happened. And when he gets older, I hope they go to get counseling for him, because it's going to affect his relationship with his father. He's not going to want to be around that man. He's not going to be around that man. That's not best for him mentally. And he's going to have their relationship has now taken a toll. And I hate to say it, it's going to take a toll against his brother, because he's going to blame his brother's mother for taking his mother away from him. So that relationship that they hope that little boy have towards his sibling, it's going to take some time. He's not going to want to have that with him. It's going to be a mess when they get older, a big mess. It's going to be a mess. And she should have thought about that before she got in her feelings. And like I'm with her friend to say she mad because she did that to her. Yeah, you should have thought about that, because guess what? Regardless if you like her or not, they share the same father.
Okay, be honest. Does anyone actually like their CRM? Most teams hate theirs with a passion.
Yeah, we did too.
quick. I think. Let's see. Yo. Had her going away service. Okay. Okay. Here we go, y'all. Here it go right here. Whew.
So this is her mother. So this is the mother of Romeka Meeks Blackman, 31 years old.
What you had, my baby They want to make it look like Romeka was fight with Holly. All these posters they putting up is her and Carlos 3-4 years ago. I mean, why didn't they put up videos of her in the nail shop and he pulling up, jumping on her? Why didn't they put up the video?
What? Jumped on her. Oh no.
2 weeks earlier of that, she's dropping her baby out and she's running in the middle of the street and almost get hit because he's down there threatening her. Why didn't they where is the video of her literally at Holly harassing her, trying to fight her? Where is that?
We don't need all the details to think in a rational manner, right? So rationally, this is a woman that called DCFS on Romeka. She got a restraining order on Romeka. She seeked criminal justice education. She was at a school she wasn't supposed to be. When you are so afraid of your life, you would never walk in the lion's den. Carlos school is there. That's the lion's den. At any moment, you can run into my sister. So then, rationally, you ask yourself, well, was that the plan? She was late dropping my nephew off, and you still bumped into her. You were afraid for your life, and you were able to go get the gun and come back to face Romeka and shoot her. There was no attempt to pull off.
It's premeditated.
There was no attempt. If Carlos lived so close, you could have even ran back to the apartment for safety. There was no concern for your own son. Bullet straight. They sprayed.
Yep.
Something could have also happened to that sweet little boy that was just born, and unfortunately, he deserves better parents.
She ain't lying, because I thought about that too. If she was in the car with that baby and he's in that car, they should have got her for child endangerment.
So you have a woman that prioritized getting her child to school and getting him lunch, and then you have a woman that prioritized her preference of a man solely being with her.
This morning, I have not only the privilege to acknowledge and support and uplift the family of Romeka Meeks Blackman, but I have one strong Black woman on the live line with me, her mother, and it appears as though she's in the company of her family. I would like to acknowledge, since the tragic incident that took the life of her daughter of last Monday, we at WVON have been dedicated, and I would like to humbly give my condolences from not only my family, my personal family, but my family here at WVON, especially our CEO, who has been vehemently standing with us to not only raise awareness of who your daughter was, is, and her contributions that she was making. I've had intimate conversations with her, so I know my expressment of her sincere condolences is centered in the heart of what we're going to get to. And I want you all to be patient with me as we, discuss this with her mother and walk us through where we're at. So I would like to take the opportunity to welcome Tina McMiller and Romeka Miller's family to the Cleopatra Show. Good morning, you all.
Good morning.
I thank you
Come back and move forward with Purdue Global at purdueglobal.edu.
Introducing Weight Watchers for Menopause, our science-backed nutrition program, now supported by a team of...
First and foremost, for sharing time during this moment, because I know you are in the midst of planning her homegoing celebration. And an acknowledgement, in the same breath, having to fight for her injustice. And I want to begin wherever you feel comfortable, because, you know, I see your daughter. I've learned so much, but I know as her mother and as a new mother myself, you have so much more you can share about your baby. So I'm going to be quiet and let you do that, because it's the right thing to do when it comes to justice for your child.
Good morning.
Good morning.
First, I want to say thank y'all for even considering to hear my voice and hear my plea for justice. First of all, my daughter was taking her baby to school. Carlos did not have Carlos Jr. that day. They were running late. If you would read her letter that she was putting in her baby's lunchbox, she was saying her little man, that's what she called him, her little man. This man would not let me, I don't care how late we are, I got to fix this man, here's the lunch. And she put it on Facebook and she put the note in his lunchbox. So where people are saying that he dropped the baby out, that is not true. Second of all, I want to say, I want a full investigation of the situation. I don't want Holly to be able to get away with it because she went to school to be a criminal justice lawyer, so therefore she knew how to do a paper trace.
And just to clarify, Holly is the alleged shooter, correct?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone wants to say that Romeka harassed Holly. Romeka never knew Holly. Holly introduced herself with Romeka with a phone call saying, I left a robe in Carlos' closet. From the beginning, she's always wanted to harass her. So they never had an altercation or physical altercation. It was always something that she would inbox Romeka. Romeka would respond, which anyone would respond of a situation that was going on. It was a toxic situation. Far as Carlos, he played a major part in this. I remember multiple times of her calling saying, Mama, I'm tired. I can't fight no more. I just want him to leave me alone. She had got her strength to walk away because I'm a mother and I'm a fighting mother. I've always raised my kids to, regardless of what situation, do not take the kid from their dad. But this is one situation I wish I wouldn't have told my baby that. So she could have just really walked away. Even if you had a order protection on her, why didn't you call the police yourself then? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you get in your car and leave? You were in a place where you shouldn't have even been. The school is on 22nd. Why did you park there? Carlos stay on 20th. 21st, like close to 20th. You can park there. You can park there on the block before him. You wanted to be seen. You guys triggered that situation up with my daughter. And to leave her lifeless like that. That is your baby's brother. What kind of woman are you? She allowed you and Carlos to take her baby out with your child to eat dinner. Don't make her look like she's a monster, because she's not. She's not. And I just want justice. Someone must pay for this. You want to say that she blocked your car. Her hood of her car is in the back of your car, and Carlos' car is in the front of hers. Make it make sense.
So they had her blocked in.
Oh, so nobody said that. So, and she walked away? If she's blocking her in, he's blocking her in. That makes sense. Let's continue.
Yeah. They said Romeka had Holly blocked in. How? How?
Can I ask you some logistical questions, Mom? When it comes to, and I hear you, the internet is cruel.
Yes,
and I
it
haven't
is.
really subscribed to it. But the bottom line, there's been some logistical factors that I've been really defending.
If you want to build an app and have no idea how to code or where to start, check out Base 44.
Because one of the allegations is Holly, the shooter, because it's not alleged, she is the shooter,
right,
said, well, her defense is, I have a conceal and carry card. And when I heard this, I had to pray about this. I'm a new mom. I have 2 baby boys. This was very heavy because I am Romeka. Okay. Every Black woman under the sound of my voice that is a mother fighting to survive in this city, in this state, is your daughter. And I stand with you. And when I heard that, my response was, fool, that's not a license to kill. You just took a life because you think that card is vested for you to do so. And then it erupted about orders of protection. So we have been looking for a witness that is saying that the father was attacking your daughter prior to Holly even arriving. Okay, so there was some activity beforehand that even led up to. But the bottom line is, when we get down to the meat and potatoes, what is sacred is that this is your grandbaby's elementary school. This is your daughter. And definitively, this happened in front of the school. Am I correct?
Yes.
And with that being said, I would like to understand what rationale was provided to you and your family as to how did we get to the release of Holly and the fact that Carlos was never even taken into custody.
When I got to the scene, everybody was gone. I had got a video. This is how I found out that my baby had got shot. I got sent a video of my baby on the ground and a puddle of blood and him standing all over her and everything. I'd never seen my baby at the scene. When I got to the scene, all I seen was red and yellow tape. I called him. He called me when we was at Cook County Hospital. And he said, Ma, I said, she's gone. And there was a pause. And he said, this is all my fault. See, don't know what's being said to me.
Swiftest outcome I've ever heard. And are you a native of Chicago?
Yes.
And I am too. So the fact that she was gone just like that, literally and figuratively, and you were shown a video, that breaks my heart. And I'm so sorry. That's
Thank you.
cruel. You know, I think that, you know, in wake of your daughter's murder, because this is exactly what it was, the pain that I feel for you and what I've been able to bear witness to, I don't think people are really just humanizing her. And I want you to, because your daughter was on the precipice of greatness, studying to become a nurse. She's
Yeah.
inspired me. I want to leave notes. I just thought that was a beautiful attribute. I'm a boy mom. So I am inspired by your baby. So I'm glad that you received my love, because I was like, man, that's amazing. And the fact that she was committed to being just goodness, and that was cut short. So after you got the call that she arrived to the hospital and had transitioned, what catapulted from there?
I was it took them so long because they kept saying Romeka Meeks, and I'm asking them for Romeka Blackman. So it was about like almost an hour before I could even get any answers about my daughter. So I had to go into my phone and send them show them a picture of her. And that's how I ended up seeing her, and to see her like that was just, oh my God. It was devastating when I seen the video and seen her in person. I didn't know what to do, how to think, but I was so angry.
You're sitting at a red light, then bam, someone slams in the back of your car. Your
Got
head and
bad
neck are
back.
hurting.
I
Your
need to
heart.
make commercial better.
I was so angry because me, myself, literally talked to Carlos and told him, you got to stop this. You're the only one can stop this. There are two women that's fighting because somebody is lying to the next one.
Mm-hmm. I said it. He sure was.
They want to make it look like Romeka was fighting with Holly. All these posters they putting up is her and Carlos 3-4 years ago. I mean, why didn't they put up videos of her in the nail shop and he pulling up, jumping on her? Why didn't they put up the video 2 weeks earlier of that she's dropping her baby off and she's running in the middle of the street and almost get hit because he's down there threatening her? Why didn't they where is the video of her literally at Holly harassing her, trying to fight her? Where is that?
Miss McMiller, I will be praying for your strength.
If they got them videos, I want the parent, her mother or sister, whoever got it, they need to put it out. If y'all got it, drop it on TikTok. Put it out. You don't want to put it out, send it to me. I'll put it out.
I am very emotional hearing this. I see the family. And this is what we mean, WVON. Where's the justice for this mom? I mean, my heart bleeds. I see you all. And Miss McMillan, I'm just so sorry. This is her mother. So this is the mother of Romeka Meeks Blackman, 31 years old.
I don't care what you had. You didn't get my baby like that. And Carlos, I felt like you set my baby up. I felt like you said and premeditated this. I felt like this is something totally different because you are, 5'5", 6 feet, and you can control nothing. Nothing. And you dead. You go to the gym, you bitch, you do everything, and you could control this situation. You wasn't trying. And you literally told Romeka, as the lady said in the statement, she has her gun. She has her gun. And then, Holly, you respond to say, I'm going to shoot this bitch. And you go around.
So the witness didn't lie, and that's in a police statement, as what the mother's saying. Because trust me, the mom, she's going to get the police statement. So that is in a police statement.
To the passenger side of the car.
Your baby in there.
Where your 6-month baby is in a car. Come to the other side and shoot my baby in the face. Then shoot her in the side, then shoot her in the leg.
Oh, you're going.
You was intentionally trying to kill my daughter. For what? Because Carlos couldn't stop loving her? What was it? What was it?
He was stalking.
Romeka wasn't stalking Carlos. Carlos was stalking Romeka. And you couldn't take it because you didn't get the love that he gave her. You have to earn that love. You haven't been in that relationship that long like they was. So you had to earn it. You didn't feel the hurt that she felt while you on Facebook. I would never go with another man's woman and have a baby back when he's already in a relationship. I would never do that. So why would you never get on Facebook and lie and say what you would never do? Then you made a post to say, I'm just gonna kill the bitch. And I'm just gonna kill the motherfucker. You intentionally, this was on, I don't know, you guys planned it, because to me in my heart, I feel like it was premeditated.
Now, let me ask you, Ms. McMiller, where is the police, Chicago Police Department, and or the state's attorney in terms of your sentiments? Who has talked to you in regards of the next steps? Because since Friday, Holly has been released. As I've come to understand, she doesn't even live in Chicago. She lives in Wisconsin.
Yes.
So she drove all the way up from Wisconsin? How did this come to be? And what have they told you and your family as to why she's been released? With no charges.
They had no one came up. They had no witness to come up yet. And her, I hear she has a very important lawyer that got her out.
So basically, her charges were not dropped. They can reopen the case and charge her. They're investigating. And I feel like the witnesses coming up talking to people, they need to not be scared and go talk, because that makes sense. Keep holding and not saying anything. You need to go up there and talk. And I feel like the girl said, well, I don't want to be on trial. You don't have to be on trial. They can record her. But I feel like she needs to go up to there and be a witness and say she wants to be a witness and tell them what she demands, and they will do that. Yes, she can be charged again. Yes. But here's the thing. The DA is going to not have to be sloppy, and they're going to have to do their work. You cannot be sloppy with this. You need to dig. If social media is digging, you need to dig.
But I haven't heard anything yet, but this is an ongoing investigation. That's all I heard.
She really ain't off the hook.
No state's attorney has talked to me, and I heard this from the detective. But anything else, I have not heard. No one that's reached out to me. No one that said anything to me.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. For the people that said that Holly case was charges were dropped, they were not dropped. It's an ongoing investigation. Just the lawyer got her out. Her charges are not dropped.
And I think it's unfair.
Value of having a partner is huge. Finding someone you can trust is what really builds the business from the base.
I grew up in a United One.
For no one not to talk to me, because I'm supposed to be able to get questions, answers, ask you questions and get answers. You know, everybody wants to keep saying, Holly, Holly, Holly. Holly, why would you call DCFS on Romeka if Romeka messing with you so much? Holly, you picked with my baby. You did this all the time to her.
Ms. McMiller, did Romeka have restraining orders against Holly and Carlos?
I knew Carlos. I don't know about Holly,
Okay,
but I knew it was Carlos.
She had one against Carlos. Okay.
You know, because he kept harassing her. Her co-workers came to my house yesterday. And she literally said, I asked her, I said, did Carlos ever come up there and harass Romeka? She said, all the time. She said, I had to tell him, if you put your hands on her, we're all going to whoop your ass. I'm sorry.
No,
she said she would write me a statement and let everyone know that this is what he was doing. He said she said Romeka used to park her car 5 blocks away almost and walked to work so he wouldn't see her car there. Because she moved. She changed her number. She didn't want nothing else to do with him. So only way he knew to find her at was the school or her work.
My God. And even with this shooting on the school grounds, I could not understand, Miss McMillan, why there was no charge even for that.
I couldn't either, because you have, this is me. You have a 6-month baby in a car. Regardless if you got concealed to carry, you are not supposed to have a weapon in a car with a kid. You are by school grounds. You are not supposed to have a weapon that close to a school where kids are involved. She violated in so many ways. She violated the Safe School Act. She endangered her child while you're calling on Romeka's DCFS. You endangered your child. Why DCFS is not on you for endangering your child? It's not right. It's senseless to me. My grandson is always saying every morning, Mommy, Grandmommy, Grandmommy, I miss my mommy so much. I miss my mommy so much. The bonding relationship that Romeka and this baby had, no one can fill those shoes. No one. It was just amazing. Oh, it was the mother. He just jump all over her, kiss all over her, tell her, Mommy, I love you, I love you, I love you. She would do the same thing. She would be at work. She would be at work, and I got him. And she'd be at work. Called, girl, if you call my phone one more time. But that was the communication they had, because he called me, Mama. And then she'll call him and he'll say, Mommy, I'm with Grandmommy. And she'll probably like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Every time my baby get over there with you, he go act like he don't know his mama. He got his grandma. He with his grandma. He want to go to his grandma. We had a strong relationship. My kids and I, when it comes down to family, we are family bonded and we love kids. Oh, and I extremely love kids. I'll take the whole kids, tell the parents, hey, get out. As they tell my kids tell me, my house is Burger King, have it their way. Their house is McDonald's. And that is me.
Well, that sounds very beautiful, and I can feel that about you. Don't make me drop my babies off, Miss McMillan.
Girl, they won't want to come back.
Make me drop them babies off. Well, listen,
I ain't gonna do nothing. Open up that door.
Because I want to activate us, Miss McMillan, because you have an army that is listening, and we're going to activate, because here's what I don't understand: the fact that no elected has stopped by, no, nothing. It's been crickets, and you deserve more than that. In what ways can we show up? I am getting constant comments in the chat for us to call the state's attorney. The state's attorney is an elected seat. She works for us. That's Eileen O'Neill Burke. Ongoing investigation. Yeah, that's fine. But in the meantime, who's communicating with you, the family, and where's the accountability? Since then, as I've understand, Holly has went on.
Yeah, I feel like if they call, the way I see it, If they can't get into Chicago State Attorney, call Wisconsin State Attorney and do what you have to do. If anybody, call them as well.
Back to her life in Wisconsin. We're tracking her down. Carlos, I don't even know what time that is, but at the end of the day, this is heinous, this is cruel, and you deserve so much more. So how can we activate and support you, especially during this time, because you're also planning a homegoing celebration in her honor. And I refer to it as that because I think her life was worthy to be celebrated. And I know you feel that and then some because you're her mother.
Don't just take classes, take charge. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Your workflow is important to us. Please wait indefinitely.
With Monday.com's intuitive work.
It's hard. I want answers. We want answers. I want justice. I want answers. I want to know, why did they let her go? Why? How was it so easy? And why wasn't Carlos arrested as well?
Mm-hmm.
He was fighting on her. He also went and changed his clothes and came back to the school to get the baby. I'm fighting right now with DCFS so I can keep my grandbaby. It's so much going on. It's so much pressure.
Wait, where's your grandson?
I had to go through DCFS and get him.
Okay.
Through me. Because of him and his family up at the school trying to get him. While I was at the hospital waiting on them to tell me what was going on with my child.
My God. Well, what we plan to do, we've reached out aggressively to the state's attorney. And now, after a week plus, they've responded. Now, we were also given a statement that she will not answer questions when it comes to your daughter's case. And we find that to be unacceptable.
Right. I do too.
At the end of the day, without compromising the intent.
If they don't answer it to other people, that is unacceptable. Something should be said to the people. But if that means that something going on. And if I was her, I'll be calling federal.
Integrity of the case. You know, there are certain principal questions that I will, and when we have this interview, I will have you at the ready. I will ask, because if it's not directly about Romeka, what are the laws centered around shootings on the premises of schools? Is it 1,000 feet? You know, there are ways in which you can provide answers that will at least help us. Now, on the other side of this, and I'm sure you all are well aware, there were witnesses. One in which they said nobody talked to her.
What?
So we volunteered that information for CPD and the state's attorney. Not ever, if I had never laid eyes on you, I would definitely fight for you. Because like I said, I'm just as much as your daughter as every other Black woman walking around on this earth. And I believe my mother would fight just for me just as much as you are fighting for your baby.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't met a mother that wouldn't.
And
I haven't met a mother that wouldn't be Tina McMillan. So it is incumbent upon us. So anything we get our hands on, you have our commitment that we will offer up and then some, because the clock is ticking.
Yes.
The clock is ticking. And the bottom line for Carlos, who she did have a restraining order against, I'm interested to know from Chicago Public Schools, has anybody reached out? I haven't seen the press release. They
reached out to me. They reached out to me, and they were very sorry. And what was crazy, because the security guard was talking about, she had just left out there. She was just as happy and smiling, and they were talking about Carlos, and she'd be like, I got to make sure I get that man, that baby, gonna make sure he make me fix what she said. They walked out. And they told the principal that it was a kid hit by a car. And she went out and she said it was Romeka.
They had just left out the building with them talking. So she was devastated. The assistant principal, I'm sorry. She was devastated.
Well, I think a big part of it is footage. You know, at most schools have cameras on the outside, you know, whatever supporting elements there that is needed. But like I said, the witness that we have been hunting down, she's proclaiming nobody has talked to her. So we are committed. And if you think, or if the family thinks of anything that WVON, the Cleopatra Show, can do to raise the banners for justice for your daughter, just say the word.
How you doing? I appreciate you for inviting us on the show. Uh, I like to go by Drika. My little sister loved calling me Woo. Uh, I am now the baby sister, unfortunately, because we lost my little sister. Uh, the best thing you guys can do for us, stay loud, stay consistent, stay steady, ask the questions we're asking. You have to look at it from a realistic point of view. We don't need all the details to think in a rational manner, right? So rationally, this is a woman that called DCFS on Romeka. She got a restraining order on Romeka. She seeked criminal justice education. She was at a school she wasn't supposed to be. When you are so afraid of your life, you would never walk in the lion's den.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 40.
Carlos School is there. That's the lion's den. At any moment, you can run into my sister. So then, rationally, you ask yourself, well, was that the plan? She was late dropping my nephew off, and you still bumped into her. You were afraid for your life, and you were able to go get the gun and come back to face Romeka and shoot her. There was no attempt to pull off.
It's premeditated.
There was no attempt. If Carlos lived so close, you could have even ran back to the apartment for safety. There was no concern for your own son. Bullets straight. They spread. Something could have also happened to that sweet little boy that was just born, and unfortunately, he deserves better parents. So you have a woman that prioritized getting her child to school and getting him lunch, and then you have a woman that prioritized her preference of a man solely being with her. When people are on the internet and they're speaking, they have to understand that I married my husband of almost 10 years, and Romeka met Carlos around the same time. My sister even met her man at the same time. We were all finding these men and developing and growing with them in a big span of years. So while I don't want to take my little sister's case because justice is the priority, you have to understand that we have seen some things. You have to understand her own siblings have had to run this man away from our sister. There are so many testimonies out there, and we will get them. This is a prime example of a man telling one woman a story and telling the other woman a story. So now when the other woman sees, you say you don't want to be bothered with her, you keep calling. You say you don't like her, you keep showing up. You say you don't want to be with her, you keep trying. I cannot get rid of this girl. So I am going to get rid of this girl.
Yep.
That's all it is.
That's how male-centered women think. We just talked about this when I did my live. Women that are very male-centered think that way. And they feel like this, the end-all be-all is them. Very male-centered. Very male-centered.
That's all it is. There's not too many complexities. You have people sharing things of a woman that wanted to fight for her relationship versus the woman that wants to leave. They're not the same women. That won't taint her image because I was sitting there while Carlos was talking to Holly and telling her, me, this is me. He told her, Holly, we're not together. When did I ever say we're together? You just got pregnant. You fought for a man that could only fight for himself.
Didn't I say that when I first did the story? I said, I bet you he sat there and told that girl they were never, it seems like to me they were never together. But you got her pregnant. is a piece of work. Wow.
He did not love Romeka. He does not love you. And if you watch my sister in cold blood, and after that, the best move you can make is plans on getting your son out of school. Is it the baby you wanted? Why would you have us mourning actively at a hospital? And that's where your head is. Go get my son. Because you knew what you did. And due to that severity, that could have been the last chance you saw your son. I want everybody to stop focusing on how many followers you get, how many views you get. Man, this is real. This is real life. This is somebody that was a part of we have a huge family. And that girl spread her love amongst us all. My mother is in pain. My big sister is in pain. I am in pain as the little sister. My big brothers, we are hurting. Aunties, uncles, Mimi was loved so bad. But you also know how that works. When so many people love you, somebody gotta hate you.
Right.
And that girl took it upon herself to risk her whole livelihood to have a man that she still won't have. Let's kill the narrative that my sister was bitter. Like my mom just reiterated, Carlos was going with them. He was going to hang out with them. He was going to dinner with them. My sister wasn't bitter, but my sister was keen on respect, especially around her child. And Carlos would not respect if you gave him the definition. Okay?
Well, one thing
So
about it.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, one thing about it, Drika, you have laid it out in a way only a sister could. You remind me of my baby sister. You like little big sister. And I love that. I feel your spirit. No, I really do. And that's what God has sent you. And one thing about it, I love your narrative. And I am committed to that. I will use this microphone as long as God continues to give me breath, right state of mind, and the support of our station here, because you all have that 110%, 10 toes down. I commit to that. In addition to that, everybody that is writing, liking, and sharing this show will do the same. And in our commitment, when we do receive the state's attorney, see, we gonna receive, but we don't always have to like what we receive, because until we receive justice, there will be no peace.
Yes.
Understand that.
Yes, thank you.
The only one that get peace is the baby, as much as he can, and God bless him, right?
We want the
And
state's
God bless
attorney.
and keep you.
We would love for the state's attorney to tell us what do they need. You know what I'm saying? So everybody can, like for instance, it was so viral that the witness has came. Excuse me, I'm the auntie.
At Capital Group, we design our active ETFs to weather the ups and downs of the market, so they can be rooted at the core of a portfolio. They're meticulously crafted to endure. Capital Group, actively different, active ETFs.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
We want the state's attorney to tell us what y'all need, what we waiting on, what y'all need to charge this young lady. You know,
yes.
What evidence do y'all have? Because I was informed that it was invalid, invalid case. Yes. So how's it invalid if the police officers are not, or are they going to the witness and talking to the witness? Of course, it was a man said, he messaged, and a person said, he said, I left my number with the police officer. I left my number with the school, because they said he went to the school. Did they talk to him that? Let my sister right here know something, so she don't think that this place should just close or it's an investigation and to go on forever. You have this. We need to know. They need to tell us something.
I also heard that the only one they questioned was Carlos.
So we need to, myth busting is real, and the meat and potatoes. So I have my marching orders when I do have the state's attorney, and we can tango. You know, we're going to go back and forth with what she can answer, what she can't answer. Bottom line is, you know, have we done our due diligence. And the words that we got back to was insufficient evidence. And the question is how? So Black Chicago, I implore you, these are people that are elected. When it comes to CPD, these are people that are on our tax-paying payroll. And like I said, Miss Meg Miller, we have a killer that walks amongst us.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't give a damn if she in Wisconsin. She pull up in Chicago when she want to. She feel like she has carte blanche because she has a CCL. At the end of the day, it's not a license to kill. And this baby, your grandson, is motherless, but he has his grandmommy. But that is not enough, and I agree with you. And it's
And
wrong.
that CCL, excuse me, but I'm saying that CCL, if y'all just letting everybody go with that CCL, talking about if y'all letting everybody go, saying everybody's gonna go get a CCL and say, oh, she grabbed.
I agree with
they don't
you.
do nothing about this. Y'all sending the wrong message. Y'all sending the wrong message out. So now everybody thinking, oh, she slapped me in the face. I'm gonna shoot her in the face. You know what I'm saying? Even though we know the class, if you take the class will tell you and they repeat over what you can and cannot do. But if y'all allow that, the world
will personally reach out to you all about that. So that would be our own.
All right.
And everybody.
Okay, before I go, because we getting long, but that was a lot. A lot of stuff that people already thought it said. And I didn't even know, and nobody said this, that she had lunch or dinner with that girl and him and the baby and the child for the boy to meet the baby. Are you serious? Wild. Okay, we're gonna go to Facebook. So they've done their own investigation. Child, somebody say, here it is, y'all. Holly Johnson is not her name. Cordasia Johnson. The details are in the comments. Don't want to come on here cussing me out for stating facts. Top fans, this is for TLC News. We're gonna go to the comments. Oh, you gotta subscribe to her stuff. She got it on subscription. Smart. Whether or not side effect the matter is even concealed carrier holder, you cannot go to your car and get your gun and use that form of exactly. See, the thing is that she done played with was she knew what to do. So let me get this straight. Cordasia Holly Johnson, which is the other baby mother to Carlos, Romeka's baby daddy, actually live in Milwaukee. So you telling me that she drove to Chicago, been out here for a few days, and brought a pew while she was out there? So y'all telling me this wasn't premeditated for both to pop out to school and start? That's true. I just watched the mother. Hold on.
Asia Holly Johnson was right around 9 o'clock in the morning with a gun in her car in a school zone with a baby on board sign on the back of her car with murder on her mind, just like YNW Melly, okay? By the time I get done with Miss Holly, her family gonna want to eat me up, but I don't give a damn because that is a cold-blooded killer. Do y'all know what cold-blooded means? Killing somebody with no remorse, no emotions, baby. The way that girl was sitting up on that car after she took a life, baby, ain't nothing innocent about her. I don't give a damn how many videos y'all drop of Mika acting like a crazy baby mama. Listen, she wasn't acting like that for no reason. We know from them videos, Miss Mika do not play. I knew it from the jump. When she tried to use that gun as self-defense. Because you knew Mika was going to tap that ass, right? And when the cousin was talking about how strong her cousin is, it's hard to calm her down. And then they tried to drop the mug shot of her. Like, she ain't nobody to mess around with. But that does not mean she deserved to get her life taken away for a premeditated murder, because that's exactly what it was. How long did that girl have that restraining order? How long did she have that license to carry that weapon? Like, how long? Like, did all of this happen this year? Was she lining up her paperwork and her documents to build a case up? The shooting happened in the school zone. I don't care what nobody say. It happened in the school zone. If you look at that Facebook Live video, you will see that same school zone picture circled behind Holly's big old head, okay? But my thing is, now that Mika life was taken away, they want to drop all of these clips and mugshots talking about how crazy she is, right? So Miss Holly knew how crazy she was, right? Why was you 9 o'clock in the morning riding around with a gun, a baby on board sign on your window, 9 o'clock in the morning at her son's school? Okay, they claiming the baby daddy stayed across the street from the school. The only building, residential thing I could find is that white building. Unless he stayed in them apartments, baby, they weren't in front of his house. Okay? Even if he was in them apartments, 1 million people lived there. That means Miss Holly would have had to come out the house looking for problems. If I know Mika do not play and I know the kind of damage she could do, why are you playing with her like that? Why? How did you even cross her path? You have a restraining order against her, but yet you in her location because you by her son's school, okay? She didn't come knocking on their door, boom, 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 boom. Y'all in the street. She didn't come looking for you. Y'all easily passed each other. So how was you so easily found, mamas? Because you went out there 9 o'clock in the morning with a gun in your car and murder on your mind. That ain't self-defense. Holly, I'm on your ass. I'm on it because I just feel like she knew the only way to get rid of Mika, the only way to really win that fight was to kill her because you couldn't take her down physically.
That's it. I'm gonna see if I can find that restraining order and see what county, state county it's in. Because if it's in Milwaukee, I'm gonna be honest with you, that don't hold. And I think the DA need to start making, because she doesn't live in Chicago. You can't get a restraining order if you do not live in Chicago. So what we need to do, I'm going to go over some things. I don't know if y'all want me to go over it now, but matter of fact, let me ask, because you can't. That's just like if I lived in DeKalb, like in Georgia, if I live in DeKalb County and you threaten me, and I stay and you stay in Gwinnett, I can do that, right? But for a 2-hour radius, that doesn't make sense. Let's see. And she said it in herself that basically, so you can get one, but it depends on the relationship between the states and whether abuse occurred. So if it was cyberbullying, and we're gonna be technical, if it was like anything else, I should have went to law school. Lord, I don't, Jesus. If it was cyberbullying, right? Technically, I'm gonna tell it to you what the DA need to do, because obviously I don't know what she got going on. I don't know if she has too many cases. They don't have a relationship. They didn't have abuse. They had a conversation where everything was fine at that dinner table or that lunch table. What was the purpose of a restraining order? There was no abuse for her to actually do that. There was no abuse. And maybe she need to call Milwaukee DA or police department or the courts and use her DA numbers and whatever and say she's working on a case and basically say, hey, this is a restraining order for such and such and such and such. I'm working on this case. This is what happened. She is basically, we're trying to put her on blast, blah, blah, blah. I will call and say, hey, can you tell me when that restraining order was filed and why? Oh, excuse me, well, the person made a threat and but she stayed 2 hours. How could, see what I'm saying? You being lazy, DA. Another state attorney need to pick this up. She's being lazy. She's being lazy, and I don't like it. You got to do your due diligence. You have to, yes, you need proof, but you got the proof on this internet is all you need. And another thing, she need to call Milwaukee. She can win against that. It ain't no big time lawyer. He knew what to say, and the DA was lazy, and she didn't have the proper protocol and the proper work to handle that girl to keep her ass in jail. We finna be honest. We're finna be honest. We finna be honest. She did not do her due diligence, because I'm gonna tell you something. If it was Attorney Simone Redwine that I watch a lot, shout out to her, homegirl would still be in jail. If it was any of her colleagues, she would still be in jail. If it was Ebony K. Williams, shout out to her, she would still be in jail. Ain't no way homegirl would have been out to this day. Oh, it would have been a fire. Because homegirl would still be in jail, not seeing her child. And guess who probably was there with the baby and her family? Listen, I'm going to come back. We're going to get ready for Lit Live Saturday. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do some more. I'm going to keep reposting this. I'm going to promote this live, especially on TikTok, because not too many people knew what was going on and about that interview. But for the sister to say they all went out to dinner together lets me know who the problem is. And it lets me know there needs to be some things done. And then another thing, why was it DFACS called CPS? Why didn't they take that baby in their custody? So I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.